Roger Levesque going to find his way onto your bench this week?
I know Roger's going to, I'm sure he's going to find his way. It's Portland, right? Yeah, he'll find his way down there. It's just to irritate the Timbers, if for no other reason.
Did you ever consider suiting him up by himself, just putting him out there by himself and seeing how that?
We're going to use a cardboard cutout and put him right at midfield, or actually we're thinking about just standing him next to the Portland bench, so he stands right next to Gavin the entire game. That would be outstanding, I think.
Can you tell us anything? Do you know anything about Eddie? It sounds like he got called up to the national team.
Yeah, I can't. There's nothing I can say about that at this stage. That's an announcement that's going to be made on Monday. So until the final announcement is made, there's not much we can say.
Is Mario gone, and does it
yeah.
feel like your call-ups are going to miss the Real?
Yeah, Mario's gone because we weren't, as we told him, we weren't going to start him this game, and so we decided to let him go earlier, because he's still, he came up here so quickly after the Olympics. He's still got some things to take care of down there, gets him into their training, so if he can get good, full minutes with their team, that's good for us as well. Obviously Johansson plays on Tuesday, so for him to get back and feasibly play on the Wednesday is pretty difficult. I don't think he can fly the same way David Beckham is allowed to fly across continents. But Mario, depending on what his flight schedule is, so forth, might be back in time for the Wednesday game. Yeah.
Hypothetically, if someone was playing an international game in the United States, would they be able to be back the next day?
Yeah, should be able to get back, depending on the situation, either that night or early the next day, and depends how many minutes they've played. They've played the night before, so there's a lot of different options that we can explore.
Are we going down the hypothetical road? Hypothetically, would your
hypothetically, I expect
Wednesday?
Beckerman to be here, and I expect Ramondo to be here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that actually answers.
What's the scouting report on Portland?
They're a hungry team. This is their season. This is their MLS Cup. This is their championship game, whatever you want to call it. This is a culmination point for them. They weren't in a position to win the Cascadia Cup last year. They haven't played a Cascadia Cup game on the road this year, and so they're in good position to win it this year. And so this is their final.
How do you match that intensity?
It's always the rivalry helps bring that about. 67,000 fans will help that along as well, and I think just the pride and ego that each player has within himself, and and what we feel as an organization and as a group. So as a group, we want to hold on to the Cascadia Cup. So when we want to play good soccer, so we want to match that. Make sure we're ready for what comes beyond it, but at the same token, not forget about what we're doing tomorrow.
How are they? Boyd, and who do you think will be in goal?
Well, they've played DK for, probably the last 5-6 games anyway. And Boyd's played very little. He only had one start in there, and he got injured in that. In goal, I don't know what the status is right now. There's Ricketts. There's a chance that Ricketts could come back. He's upgraded to probable, I think, in their injury report. Excuse me. And... But Bendick now, since our game and the injury, has gotten, 2-3 games under his belt, feels good about what he's done. So, they're pretty confident in him as well.
One of the things that I guess got John Spencer fired was that the Timbers really seem to play two totally different games when they're on the road and at home. Under Gavin, it seems like maybe they've started to play a little better on the road. Does it seem that way to you? And
obviously I think they've scored some more goals on the road, under Gavin, and they've been in games, but I think they were in games with Spencer as well. So I didn't look at their records in detail, comparing how Spencer did in comparison to Gavin. So those are their issues that we worry about. We know they're not as good on the road as they are at home. A little bit of that is just because of the difference in field size, because they play on a smaller field at home. Obviously, they have tremendous support at home, which gives them a big boost and great atmosphere, and is intimidating for a lot of teams. So those are all plus sides for them at home. So we have to take advantage of the fact that they have not been a good road team, and make sure it doesn't change on tomorrow.
Tanzania, the land of Kilimanjaro, Zanzibar, and the Serengeti.